Hello, everybody, and welcome to the White Hot 2014 playoffs edition of Inside the Heat. I'm Eric Reed. The Miami Heat completed their 26th regular season with 54 wins and advanced to the playoffs for the 6th straight year, this time as the second seed in the East. The Heat would have a first-round matchup against number 7 Charlotte, a team they had beaten in 16 consecutive regular season games. Now, all of Heat Nation was once again white hot for the playoffs, knowing full well that their team was focused, poised, and prepared for the journey ahead and the quest for a third straight NBA championship.
It's white hot postseason.
American Airlines Arena getting all dressed up and ready for a whiteout that is coming.
The Miami Heat set off on their quest to a three-peat.
This is what you play 82 games for, and we have another opportunity to defend our titles.
Welcome to Miami, where the two-time defending champion Heat begin another playoff journey against the Charlotte Bobcats. Game 1 next.
Charlotte had been playing desperate basketball for the last couple of weeks of the season, so they came in with a nice rhythm, and Al Jefferson had a great start. Then obviously the injury sort of set him back a little bit.
LeBron James got the offense rolling, but it was Eric Spoelstra's tweak in the rotation that sparked the Heat.
Pass to a wide open James Jones. Got them all!
Didn't wait too long. Bam, right there. They hit a spark. Big time coaching, Spo.
I'm a competitor. You play this game to play and to win. And tonight I got a chance to do both.
And Dwayne Wade kept it going with some vintage moves.
Wade, the crossover to the basket. Beautiful move from Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade was ready for the playoffs. He was strong. His knees looked good. And everything from there stemmed from that for Miami.
The Heat will take game 1 of this opening round.
Round 1, game 2. Let's go Heat.
A feisty Bobcats team forced 15 turnovers and had balanced scoring, pushing the Heat to the brink.
Charlotte just keeps coming back.
You did take the best punch that Charlotte was able to come up with.
But the Heat rode the hot hand from Chris Bosh.
I just come in, I just want to play good, effective basketball. And as long as I'm effective out there for my teammates, that's what's most important.
The Heat still needed a big defensive play to save the game.
Douglas Roberts along the wing. Stolen there by Wade. What a theft by Wade.
To be able to take care of the first 2 games in our home building and not play our best brand of basketball that we're capable of playing is very uplifting.
The Heat are off to the Queen City, hoping to show Charlotte they are still the kings of the court.
Once you get to this level, it gets highly competitive.
They knew what it takes to go on the road, drown everything out, and just worry about themselves. That's exactly what they did in Game 3.
Lobbing for Birdman. Blocked by Birdman.
Chris Anderson's constant energy and effort was contagious to the entire Heat team.
The adjustment that we made was, everybody play together on the defensive end. If we defend at a high level, we don't turn the ball over offensively, we move the ball, we give ourselves a great chance.
Great steal. LeBron's got a free one. Showtime. Right hand. Slammer bammer.
The fact that they pushed around the Bobcats for the first time in the series, that made their road statement.
I thought we played our best game of the series so far. So one more here. Monday, and hopefully we finish.
Prior to Game 4, it was an emotional day for the Heat organization as they learned of the passing of Hall of Famer and Heat legend, Dr. Jack Ramsay.
Miami Heat can end it by taking Game 4 of their series in Charlotte.
No letdowns. Close the series out. That's what we're here for, all right? World Wars mentality.
The Bobcats faced adversity of their own as center Al Jefferson was ruled out, leading to a desperate start from Charlotte that Miami withstood.
What seemed to fuel their fire in the third quarter was when Bismack Biyombo ran his knee into the thigh of LeBron James.
From that point on, James surged the Heat towards victory.
Spins, turns around, a tough shot. Got it anyway. Oh, how do you stop this man? You don't.
Norris Cole helped push the lead and close the Bobcats out.
Come on! Oh, boy. Norris Cole! Norris Cole! Dr. Jack lives, baby! Miami is going to sweep this series.
Well, it's always gratifying to win, and then to play well and to win. And this is our time of year. This is what we've been waiting on.
We got tested by a very young and scrappy Bobcats team, and the way we responded was a championship-type attitude. And I think we're heading in the right direction.
After sweeping the Bobcats in round 1 of the 2014 playoffs, the Miami Heat would next meet the Brooklyn Nets in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Now, the Nets were the NBA's only team to beat the Heat 4 times during the regular season, with 3 of those wins coming by just 1 point. And factor in the renewed rivalry between former Celtics Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, facing Miami for the 3rd time in the last 4 postseasons. This year's matchup would be competitive and compelling. Sweeping the Bobcats gave the Heat 8 days off before tipping off against some old rivals on the Brooklyn Nets.
I think they wanted a meeting with those guys. I understand that maybe it's not the one that fans wanted, and it might not have been the easier path, but I think that's what they wanted.
You know, this is a nice matchup. We're fired up. I know they're going to be fired up because we hadn't beaten this team yet.
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinal as your defending world champion Miami Heat play host to the Brooklyn Nets.
Game 1 was a stark contrast from the regular season matchups. From start to finish, the Heat dominated the Nets, led by LeBron's 22 points.
I really think Game 1 against Brooklyn was as good a 48-minute performance the Heat have had the entire season.
And here's Allen for 3. Got it.
I just think our energy and our effort tonight was very high, you know, and it's a good step in the direction we want to keep going in. We came out and did what we wanted to do. They're going to come in trying to get one. That's all they want is one. We got to protect home.
The Nets came out strong in Game 2. Hot shooting from their bench helped them maintain the lead throughout most of Game 2.
Here's Teletovic, some kind of half. 5 3-pointers for Brooklyn.
But in the fourth quarter, the Heat fought fire with fire.
Ray Allen, corner 3. Got him all!
Be able to still show people I'm still the one that if you leave me, I will make you pay. And when someone else was needed, Ray's there again.
In that end of the fourth quarter, we started getting back to how we play basketball, and everybody was moving. They had their motor going, and that's the way we had to play to win the series.
You know, we did our job. We came here, they pushed us to the limit in the second one. We found a way to win, and now we got to find a way to be better in the next one.
In Brooklyn for Game 3, the Heat met a feisty Nets team, and their 15 3-pointers would deliver the Heat their first postseason loss.
Pierce hits the 3.
The three-point line is a huge equalizer for both teams, and they won it tonight.
The only positive that comes out of the loss like that to Brooklyn was, hey, we have to continue to perform at a very high level.
Our series never won in 2 games or in 3 games, and you move on to the next one.
The next one would be a historic night for LeBron.
And LeBron James, a one-man wrecking crew.
LeBron James with a playoff career high, 49 points.
What a night LeBron James is having. Here comes Wade to James with the big dunk.
Despite LeBron's big scoring night, it was the trust in his teammates that sealed the win for Miami.
The biggest play of the game after scoring that many points was getting off the ball.
He played the smart basketball move. Got it to the next player who got it to Chris Bosh, who hits the 3-pointer. Bosh for 3. Got it! With 57 seconds left. Hits it from downtown.
We look forward to going back home to our fans. It's not going to be easy. We got to go take it. But it's going to be a dogfight.
Game 5 was a dogfight, and through the first 3 quarters, it looked as if the Nets would force a Game 6 behind a big scoring night from their leader, Joe Johnson.
We just have to roll with the way the game is going and not get frustrated, and I don't think it was really going our way for most of the game.
But trailing by 8 with 3 minutes to go, the Heat mounted a rally to remember.
LeBron for 3. Chalmers squeezes it in there to Dwayne Wade. Here's Chalmers, gives it up. Ray Allen will take the 3 for the lead. It's in! Ray Allen again!
Miami capped a 12-0 run with a big defensive play to seal the game and end the series.
And the Miami Heat are going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Play your mind's best because that fourth quarter, that's going to be the entire next round. Okay? All right, so let's get ready for that.
Way to go, bro.
Great win, guys.
Great win. Yeah, they're on 3. He was on 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6.